NHS in England is to consider whether GPs should stop prescribing a range of medicines and treatments, including holiday jabs, gluten-free food, fish oils and painkillers such as paracetamol that are available over the counter. The proposals, which are intended to save millions of pounds, will form part of a major announcement on the future of the health service later this week by the head of NHS England. Our health editor, Hugh Pym, reports.
The NHS is under increasing financial pressure. Now service leaders are set to closely scrutinise what's available on prescription. Local health commissioners in England have drawn up a list of items which they say are unnecessary and inappropriate for prescription on the NHS, and instead patients should have to pay for them.
Decisions are about the total spend and we use that effectively. So if we're effectively spending money on things we think of no or low clinical value, we can redirect that spend into mental health services, cancer services, primary care, wherever we feel is more appropriate.
The medicines and treatments listed include omega-3 and fish oils, some muscle rubs and ointments, gluten-free food and travel vaccines still allowed on the NHS. There could be savings of £128 million a year. NHS England has agreed to carry out a review and introduce new guidelines. Longer term, the future of cough and cold treatments, indigestion medication and paracetamol on prescription will be considered. They're widely available over the counter at chemists. But pharmacists warn there's a danger of going too far.
The NHS is built on a principle of free at the point of use. It's important there's a balance between making sure that the medicines are cost effective and we support the cost effective review of those medicines. But at the same time, we've got to make sure that people aren't disadvantaged because of their ability to pay for medicines as well.
And questions are being asked about what this might mean for patients who depend on free prescriptions.
And we've not had any clarity about what this means for elderly people, for pregnant women, for some people on very low incomes. And I'm concerned about the people who are managing long-term conditions and managing their pain throughout those long-term conditions.
NHS England says there won't be a ban. GPs will still be free to prescribe the items to those they feel need them. The move is part of an NHS strategy to tackle rising demand and make the best use of resources, with more details later this week. Hugh Pym, BBC News.